it's Sonia coming on live. Ooh, I see you guys are waiting for some fun. All right, we're gonna work on this piece together tonight. This is day 1 of 10 milk painted pieces that we're gonna do together. Oh, did you see this chunky candle holder? I call these things candlesticks, and I have to remind myself they're candle holders. The sticks or the pillar candles go on top, right? So this one I bought a couple years ago, and it's been brownie frowny, and I loved it for what it was and how it was, but it's been moved around. When we moved to this new house, it got some chips and dents out of it. So I am ready to give it some new love. All right, guys. Matt is on the side over here logging in, so he's going to hang out with us tonight. Yay, I'm glad you guys are here. So I'll take you through for the next 10 nights how we're going to use milk paint, who's used it before, who could use a good crash tutorial. These are the colors, the 10 colors that we announced last night over here. And I put up a post over my Facebook page and I said, guys, what color do you think I should paint this candle holder in? And you guys gave me a ton of colors, but there was one that just rang out to us, and Matt was all aboard with this one as well. And that is the color of Neptune, which is this beautiful, beautiful color right here. So I just poured myself a little bit. I got 1/4 a cup. So when you receive your milk paint, it comes in a powder form. Too many peas all at one time, all right? And let's just add some more peas with Miss Petunia Monkey, all right? So I'm Sonia with Jug Monkey Paint Company. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Tonight we're going to paint a piece of furniture together. This lovely, lovely candle holder. So just a quick crash course. Miss Petunia, all right? You guys tell me. I forget how to use milk paint. Can you talk about that? Absolutely. So Miss Petunia is the wild monkey right there. Do you see her in her tutu? In fact, one of the colors last night we called Miss Petunia's tutu. This is Miss Petunia. You'll see she's doing a handstand. She's got her paintbrush and her tail. She's a wild monkey. You never know what she's going to do. So if you are somebody that likes to paint, we wouldn't have 2 different paint lines and have them do the very same thing, right? So you just kind of got to think to yourself, what is a style of finish that you're looking for? If you love chippy, if you love distressed, crackled, aged, just really old looking, like the paint's fallen off, you're going to want to hang with Miss Petunia because you never know what she's going to do. Now, when you are ready to I have an idea for what I want to do with my paint job, and I want it to actually stick and look exactly like I have imagined, you're going to want to hang out with Pickles, okay? Pickles is the boy monkey, and he is our monkey right here on our cans of paint, all right? He does what he's told. He's a good boy. He'll just do whatever you want him to do. So you can, use him. The paint's going to stick to pretty much anything under the sun. And then if you want distressed, you could grab a sand block and you could distress some edges and things like that, right? And really manipulate the paint yourself. Miss Petunia, like I said, you don't know what she's going to do. So she chips over glossy surfaces, and that is why a lot of us love to use her. She's an all-natural paint line, all right? So it's all-natural, non-toxic. It's made with clay, it's made with earth pigments and minerals, and also it has milk protein into it, okay? So it arrives in a powder form, and then you just mix the same amount that you take out of your bag with equal parts water. So for me, I'll go to the dollar store like this, and I'll pick up just a little pack of measuring cups, and that stays with my milk paint stash, right? So that way I have a cup to scoop from, and it's not my kitchen utensils, because Matt hates it when I use the kitchen utensils, all right?
Save me from myself.
Hey Tina, how are you? Well, we're gonna be here for the next 10 nights using milk paint. So by the end of 10 nights, you'll see the 10 new colors, all on something big, a piece of furniture. I've got some stuff coming up, some bigger pieces of furniture coming up as well. And you'll see and also learn how to use milk paints, because it doesn't have to be scary. Just because it arrives like this, just mix it with equal parts water, and you're good to go. So I actually poured some water in here in this bottle I had last night from the tap as I was working in here doing our sample board. So I'm going to use the remaining water right here that I have. So just do room temperature from your tap is fine, whatever you have. And yeah, you mix it up, right? So pretty easy. Oh, hey, Justine. Milk paint is a lot of fun. Now I have to tell you that with this piece that I have here behind me, Miss Petunia, this is probably going to be a case of her acting up, okay? But I'm willing to do it. Do you see how shiny this is? I want you to see what happens with Miss Petunia. So before I came on here, what I started doing, knowing that she's a wild monkey, all right, if Miss Petunia can't get her little paws into something, she's gonna, like I said, she's gonna fall off, she's gonna flake, and she's gonna like just lay on the floor and be like, I ain't gonna stick, I ain't gonna do what you want me to do, okay? So if you ever are working on a surface and you want her to chip in places, but not everywhere, and you have a potentially shiny thing like this here, like a piece like this, then you can take a sand block and you can buff it up. When you take a sand block, you're not stripping off the veneer or the finish. Miss Petunia will go right over that. But what you're doing is you're creating tiny scratches, and she can then get her little paws into place, all right? So I'm not gonna do too much because I really want you to be able to see the effect tonight of Miss Petunia, but that is what I do, all right? So remember, and you guys told me this, I'm trying to remember who it was. It was one of our Banana Bunch family members. I think her name was like started with an A. Was it Amy? Actually, Amy just jumped on her. Hey, Amy.
Gina.
There, one of our, one second, I want to say this before I forget it. And you can help me remind me.
I got
One of our Banana Bunch family members said, if it, help me with it, you guys know it. What'd she say? She was so brilliant on here one night with a live with us. If it, oh gosh, what'd she say? Yes, it's our clay type paint that sticks and the milk paint that chips. I think she had a little rhyme. It was like awesome. All right, Matt's gone to wash his hands because he's been playing with stuff here on the side. Oh my gosh. All right, as I just messed up and totally waste my milk paint. All right, that's okay. That's okay, we'll scoop it back in. All right, let me just do this.
Oh my gosh, what are you
Give me
doing?
1 second, I need another scoop. I need another scoop. I just totally
It
like.
could be laying left for the people.
I know, I gotta go ahead and fix that up. All right. So we put a scoop, all right, in here. One bag is enough to do an entire, you want to put it back there over?
I can't, it's wet.
Okay, all right.
There's water.
Well, now you're gonna mess up this.
Here.
I'll tell you what.
Here.
No, you'll mess up my water ratio. Give me 1 moment here. Here you go. Do that right there. Perfect. And just get around that part right there. All right, you got it. Thank you. That's right. Use that brush just like a shovel. That's what it was, absolutely. And she was saying that, right? And that's kind of like just something to remember. So this is why you use the milk paint when you want a chippy look, but your piece has to be glossy because this is the color we're gonna use tonight. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, put that down there, babe. Yeah.
That's so demanding.
Put it down there. Well, it's gonna be somewhere else if we don't put it down there. It'll be somewhere else, like on the floor. Now it's on Matt's hands. All right, so we got our 1/4 a cup in here. Next up, what we do is we put 1/4 a cup of our water in with it. Give me a chance here to do that, and hopefully I won't pour that all over the table. There we go, right here, do you see it? I'm gonna dump it in here, and what I'm gonna do is start mixing it up. In the first few minutes that you start to mix it up, it will start to combine and turn into your paint. It's just that easy. Equal parts room temperature water with the same amount of the milk paint powder that you use, okay? And then you have your milk paint made. So I'm gonna mix this up right here to turn it into a nice fluid paint so that all combines. You can see it's starting to combine right now, so I gotta keep it moving. And in the first few minutes, it thickens up. Now, everybody likes to paint with a different consistency when it comes to their paint. So you have control to add more water if you wanna add more water to it. Totally up to you. Obviously, if you add more water, it's gonna go further.
Alabama.
You wanna give some shout outs? I think you were about to a moment ago.
Well,
Before I was like, no, wait, I wanna say something.
somebody was saying, Gina was saying,
Yep.
she says she knows there's a product that helps Miss Petunia stick better.
Oh, she does. All right, let me stir this up and I'll give you a quick crash course in the other 2 things that you use with Miss Petunia. All right, I'm stirring it up on a flat surface here so I don't like put this everywhere.
Linda is there. Christy
Yay!
Reynolds.
Oh, our paint's looking good. I'm using a little tiny whisk that I have. I used to have these on the website and I need to find a new supplier because our old supplier went out of business. So we're gonna have to find a new supplier for those. So if you have your little mini whisk, grab that. If not, maybe you can find one locally.
Or if you know where the elves live that make tiny whisks.
Exactly. The little whisk are awesome, right? Oh, look at that. Do you see that nice paint that we have going on here? Look, instantaneously we have paint. People, we have paint. I'm gonna make mine find a little more fluid, and Matt just threw a little bit more powder in here that I waste, so that probably threw it off just a little bit. We'll blame it on Matt. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so she's placing her order tonight. She can't wait to get it. Very nice. You have a lot of fun with Miss Petunia. All right, so we're gonna add some water to it just to get it going nice and fluid the way we like. And remember, it thickens up when you first combine the paint pigment and the water. So just stay on top of it. But look how nice that is.
I got a pro tip for people.
Ooh, yeah. All right, go for it.
Super secret.
Do it. Spill the beans.
So if you want like super creamy paint,
Yep.
go buy yourself a dollar store bullet blender for like $5 to $10,
This is true.
and use bullet blender for your paint.
Yep. And keep it. Just make sure you wash it when you're done,
Not
right?
the good one, the cheap ones.
Yes.
They sell them at Walmart and the dollar store.
Oh, I
everywhere.
love this color right here. What do you guys think? Isn't that beautiful?
You name your beautiful paints. Yes, they're on the website. So.
Yep. All right, now let me get some of my dust off over here that I did, because I'm gonna just send somebody, now it's gonna look kind of blue.
I wonder why.
It's gonna look kind of blue because I might have just painted it with a little bit of milk paint. It's kind of
Careful,
cool,
don't
actually.
get it on the table.
All right, you're gonna have to ignore the blue part. Although I think we just stumbled on upon something that's really cool. So Miss Petunia, if you want her to stick a little bit better, you can use what's called the Extra Bond. This is like the glue, okay, that glues her butt to the chair, all right? But if I want to put it, so what I could do is do a test just with the paint as is right now. If I feel like when it starts to dry, it chips and flakes too much, which I'm anticipating a lot because we got a shiny candle holder here we're gonna do together.
People are already
We
doing
put
that.
Extra Bond into it, and then what will happen is, like I said, it's like adding a glue that will make Mrs. Petunia's badonkadonk sit down and do what it needs to do, okay? But you
used the
don't
word.
add that, but you don't add this when it's dry. You add this to your wet, already made paint, all right? Otherwise, this will stick to your paint pigments. It ain't gonna work. So do this first, see how it goes. If you need to make her stick better, add the Extra Bond. Now the moment that you're like, man, how I want her to act up because I don't know how wild she's gonna be and I wanna bring on the wild monkey, then this is when you use the Chippy Hippie juice, okay? Bond and Chippy Hippie juice are both in stock right now currently. As I say these words, I can't guarantee anything after that. But what the Chippy Hippie does is it is like giving her sugar. It's making her act up. Now I've done a couple of vlogs right here on the YouTube channel, and ignore the blue that I just put on this door, but you guys might remember me doing this door. And can I tell you, I'm kind of liking the blue on it right now, right? Do you see the blue that I just spilled on here? I think that kind of gives it some character.
Careful,
What do you think?
got chunks like on the side. and
What do you
stuff that
mean?
Can fall off.
Where?
Right here. This
I know,
powder.
I just wanted you to touch it. All right.
Thanks. I had a rough day today.
We're gonna be blue. We're gonna be blue like Smurfs, all right?
Yeah.
So this is Chippy
I'm
Hippie at work.
I'm
I
already-
actually did this door right here on YouTube. You're what?
I was already converting into a Smurf today. I fell down the steps today.
He
believe it or
did.
not.
That's it. When you talk on the phone and walk, right? I told him you just can't do two things at once. Yeah, I kind of like that, right? So there you go. Spill a little bit of your milk paint powder onto an existing finish, and boom, you got a gorgeous look going on, right? And that is how things are created, right? But yeah, this is the Chippy Hippie at work. Do you see what happens? So you can actually see me do this door right here on the vlog if you want to go back and watch that. There you go. And there might have been some water on here, which made it really activate too, right? So, all right. So maybe spritz a little water, rub a little Miss Petunia, and you should be good to go. All right. So we let this sit here and thicken up. I'm happy with that, just like that. Shaylin says I fell walking up the stairs.
I've done that before.
I
Well,
have
what's
too.
bad about it, I don't even know what happened. I had a hold of the banister and everything. So,
I'm gonna move this so they can come a little closer, all right? Come a little closer, don't be shy. We're gonna put you right here so we can do this together.
Okay, when you move that back, make
Yep.
sure you have a white towel underneath it because
Let's
it's
see
picking up
here.
everything that's on the.
Well, let's see, how about we start
Loopity-goop.
right there? You guys see that? And I can move it down in a little bit. All right, let me sit something on here so you don't fall forward. Need you to stay where you're gonna be. And I'm going to use a chip brush that Matt was using as a shovel earlier. Can you tell this This episode of Junk Monkey was brought to you by the color Neptune. It will be everywhere by the time we are done. Yes. All right, every time you open up one of the any new brush for that matter, remember when brushes are made and they come off the factory line and they get wrapped and sent to you, do just a little tug on the very end. If there's any bristles that did not get glued down in epoxy or did not get clamped down, those flyaway hairs, get it now before you put it onto your project, okay? All right. I can't even pull my shirt down at this point because I feel like I'm gonna be, All right, can you guys see me? I think you can, right?
I think you can.
I think you can. Oh, I'm excited.
Boy, tough crowd tonight. I didn't get, I only got one pity party.
One pity party?
That's it. I didn't get any.
That's it.
Man.
I know, right?
The love affair is over. The honeymoon's over.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're feeling the vibe. Feeling the vibe.
I'm not feeling the vibe. That's the problem.
Oh, you want more vibe? Turn up the vibe. All right. So when I paint anything that's round, I go around. I do not go up and down. All right. Did I just make up a new rhyme? Go around and do not go up and down. Oh, this is pretty.
SpongeBob would say, ran around town.
And you can do a couple coats if you want, or if you're like me and you liked old and aged and distressed, you can do one coat, all right? But now this is a tall vertical piece, so I'm gonna have to watch for gravity.
That's funny.
What part? Tell me.
And Chrissy said, I hope you're feeling okay tomorrow. Now they're saying, oh, so sorry. Nope, too late. My ego will never recover.
Did you do shout outs? Who's on here with us tonight?
I did.
There's a lot of people on with us tonight. All right, tell me when I get down too far that you can't see.
I would just go down to the
right here?
Yeah, obelisk, like the base area, and then bring it up.
Cool.
Bring it up, bring it up.
So I do like, putting a coat of paint on and allowing that brownie frowny to show through. How about you guys? Love it. All right, we're gonna make sure that we don't get any drips because this is a tall, thin piece, right? Can you tell already how nice that color is? Oh, it's gonna be good. All right, let me swing around. I'll do the other side right here.
Joanna said she had not tried milk paint yet.
Oh, it's fun. Yes. Yeah, I find that the people who use milk paint, if you know how it works, you get addicted, and it's like it becomes a specialty thing that you do that you know how to do, right? Yeah. And it can be scary.
And you can be like, and you can be all snooty about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even get snotty if you want.
I use
and be
milk
like,
paint.
I only paint with milk paint. And people are like, oh, milk paint, what's that? Oh, well, it's paint. It's made out of milk.
Yep. So only make up because it is all natural and it does have milk protein into it. So it might smell a little milky as you're putting it on, but once it dries, there is no smell to it, all right?
No, but if you leave it in the bowl and leave it out and it's still a bit moist, it will spoil on you.
Yeah, so make up only
sure
what you need.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I love this color. When we looked at your color comment suggestions for this piece, Matt was like, everybody who said the word Neptune, he was like, yeah. He was all about it.
Went to an auction at the State House, bought 2 antique picture frames, 5 indoor antique plant tables for $45. Man, you made out. Is it okay to have some cookies? It's always okay, Joy, to have cookies.
I like Joy.
Yeah.
Cookies are good.
Yeah.
If you have
Rashonda
cookies.
said, that's what I get for distracted walk. It's crazy because I wasn't even moving. I was stopped in the middle of the steps. I had my hand on the railing and I went down. I actually caught myself on the railing. But I went down so hard. Like my feet just like,
I was in the shower.
I don't even know how my feet came out from under me. But they just came out from under me and I'm like, boom. And so I landed on the wrist and the other thing and I caught myself on the underneath my arm, so I got a big old bruise on the inside of my bicep from the rod
he
iron
was
thing.
saying he looks like a Smurf.
Yeah, and then I cracked the step because I came down on it so hard on the railing. So I'm like,
I'm just following up what I did, guys, because remember, like I said, things are going to drip. So make sure you don't put too much on. so that you don't have too much drippage. And just take your time when you're doing this, right? Especially depending on how the consistency of how you make your paint. But yeah.
Have you
Ooh.
named any other paint colors? They all have names now.
Yeah, you guys helped us
And-
name them
yeah.
last night.
Yeah, I'd say most
All right,
of
let's
them
do
you get
down.
guys named except for maybe one or two.
Yep.
And you go on there, you'll see whether or not your name was on them.
Absolutely.
And then you have bragging rights.
You got it. Oh, love this color. So nice. Is my knee in the way?
Hi,
Can
Gloria.
you see?
Linda says, be careful. It's a little late now, Linda. It's a little late now. Well, I'm glad you guys got that color too. I'm glad you got it.
Yay. Yes,
Yep.
they are all in stock currently, but we just launched last night, so they're flying off the shelves, guys. So if you want to get in on this batch, now's the time. All right.
Yeah, I didn't bounce at all. It was like I was like I was like that boulder we saw on the side of the trail today. I just like blump.
It's not fun when you fall as you get older. It's like you forget. When you're younger, you bounce right back.
Well,
When
that's
you're
what she
older,
said. There's no bouncing when you're getting older,
No,
right?
it's not. You just feel it. You feel it. I guess I could kind of turn you, but then I'd have it on my hands. I'm coming back to the front. Promise I'm coming back to the front. So you can put as many
You
coats
should
on
make
as
a
you
lamp
want.
out of it. I think we're gonna keep this as a candle thing because this will go with the Harry Potter theming of the house.
Which
So,
I'm getting ready to do. Do you guys remember how I painted my storefront? We did the really cool like cloudy ceiling and walls.
the Wiseacre.
Yeah, we got inspiration when we were down to Harry Potter World down in Florida.
Yes.
Well, Matt has asked if I would do it on the ceiling in the
Library.
library. So stay tuned for that vlog. It'll be a video.
I recently turned 59. I hurt my back last week cleaning the bathroom. I didn't even fall. But if you were listening the other night, I was sitting there and I was like talking and I took a breath and I hurt my neck.
Yes,
So-
that was last night.
I'm like, holy smokes. What is going on?
We're falling apart.
Oh my.
We took a nice bike ride tonight, though. Did you guys get out and do anything today?
Yeah, after I wrecked myself, Sonia was like, let's go out for a bike ride. So we went and took a 7-mile bike ride. And it was like, yeah.
It'll be better before you're married. Isn't that what you always tell me? Guys, I'm just in love with this. Let me just fix up some of my drips to make sure we're good to go. Nice white pillar candle on the top. What are you guys thinking? Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it? By the way, I've got lots of paint left here. Look at all that paint. Didn't really use a whole lot, right? So now what we're going to do, we'll leave that right there. And now what we're going to do is dry it. And you can, like sometimes if I'm working on big pieces, I'll leave, I'll come back. And as it air dries, what was that noise?
I don't know.
Sound like a chipmunk. He's not back, is he?
I don't know.
We had a chipmunk in the kitchen this past week.
It's time to get Stanley.
Where is the cat?
I think he's outside.
So that's why the chipmunk's in here. Oh, good golly. So this is, well, you'll have
Do
to
we
stay
have a color close to that in
tuned.
chalk paint? Mermaid tail is kind of close. It's a little more on the green side.
Yeah, it's more of a green. Mermaid tail is blue-green. You guys, what do you guys think of that? Yeah? I love it. Okay.
Let me see if I can find the cat.
Okay, Matt's gonna look for the cat. So,
Dude, we might as well be the new. Our show might
Now
as
we're
well
gonna
be
dry
the
it.
Wild Kingdom.
Wild Kingdom, yeah, right? I don't know where Stanley is. All right, so now, obviously you won't have clumps in your milk paint the more you stir it, so that's gonna be a good thing. You can let it air dry, but for us tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and use my heat gun to speed up the process. I don't mind using a heat gun, especially when I'm going for distressed, one-of-a-kind custom looks. You never really want to force your paint job when you're trying to go for more of a nice sit down, complete, polished finish. Because a heat gun, you're really playing with the drying times, right? So if you do a heat gun on something you're already distressing, you really can't hurt your look that you're going for. All right. So she's warming up. Now this piece will dry to a flat, ultra matte look, just like our clay and mineral type paint with that chalky finish. So that's how it's going to dry, and then you can decide how you want to finish it from there. Did you find the cat?
No.
Okay.
We have plans on expanding into like gilding waxes, and
We're always expanding.
we're always expanding.
Yep.
There's no paint or one coat product that can
Up
you
to
apply
you.
multiple. It's totally up to you.
Yep.
The one place where milk paint excels at is when you put it on raw wood.
Yep.
It soaks right into the raw wood. So,
All right, now we're watching paint dry, people.
woo!
So this is where you get to tell me what you're up to. Miss Petunia's giving me some really cool looks here.
Might have to come in close.
Yeah, you can if you want. She is just, you never know what she's going to do. I love all the variations of the paint colors she gives me. Like you see like the different values of the paint as it dries.
All right, we're gonna.
And of course, oh, this is a good place. All right.
All right.
All right. You get it?
It's
Your
not.
hand. That's
It's
here.
not working.
You hold
for me.
this for me real quick.
Ah!
All right.
I got the gun.
Okay, let's see here.
Okay, what you want to do?
Okay,
Flip the camera around.
you guys see right here?
Flip the camera around.
Give me 1 second here, guys. All right, let's see here. I gotta find on YouTube how to flip it.
Right there.
Oh, good, we got it. Okay, awesome. All right, do you see here?
Let me get out of the way.
Okay. You see what's happening? I'm speeding this up to dry. Now remember, I'm drying. It's going to dry to a flat matte, but you just saw the color, all right? You can't help but pick it, can you? I know.
Can't
But the
see.
moment we seal it,
Help me.
it jumps back to the vibrant color it was,
Help me
okay?
save me from myself.
And that is Miss Petunia at work. Pickles does not do this, right? Look how beautiful that is. Oh my
Totally
gosh.
sticking here.
Yep.
Not sticking here.
Yep.
Why?
All right.
Don't know.
You can, if you want to hold that,
It's a mystery.
I will keep drying and we'll see what happens, okay? All right. And you can distress on top of that if you want. Look, I love that. Ooh. It's going to be so nice when we distress and we polish this up. I'll show you what it's going to look like.
Do a black wax effect on that.
That will be beautiful. By the way, for those of you who are waiting for the glaze, it is in production and we will have it hopefully next week. Oh, look down here. Look down here. I see it as it dries. Do you see Miss
Get out.
Petunia?
Oh, jeez.
Don't fall over. Can you see that? Bring them in close so they can
I'm
really
trying.
see it. All the way in.
Like
All
you,
the
Matt,
way
Matt. It's a
in.
mystery. That's right.
Oh yeah, Miss Petunia, we love you.
I was watching a video that said Williams Grove in
Whoa.
Pennsylvania has a flea market
Look down here.
on the weekend. I don't even know where Williams Grove is. Is it out east? If you're like if you're from Harrisburg to Philadelphia, it's like you're in a totally different state.
Oh yeah. If you love chippy distress, if you love when you see like the old lead paint windows that you don't really want to take home lead paint, this is all natural, but it gives you that chippy look, all right? So remember that the more I want her to sit down,
Where did you find this piece?
I could go ahead. You know what? This was a piece that I got in the bargain section of
Yeah, I remember because
Big Lots.
I was surprised how cheap it was.
You know why I got it cheap?
Mm.
It was missing one of the little circles on the bottom, and so it was like tilted down a little bit.
Hey, Lisa.
So I brought it home and I glued one of my sons, he's in the kitchen, he might hear me, one of my son's little skateboard wheels on the bottom of
Yeah.
it. And it fit perfect. Remember when he was in the little
Will it
skateboards?
chip more if you use the blow dryer? Not necessarily.
No, it just dries on its own. I'm just speeding up the process. But you can, look down here, you want to show them this? Can you guys see that? Oh, love the chippiness. Yes, we do. Oh, we love the chippiness.
Does the heat from the heat gun After the Effects?
Do it
No. It's the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
the heat gun's really speeding up the
Yep.
drying process,
Exactly.
right? There's a big one right there.
Love it.
Do you see it?
Yes, I do. Oh! Oh, when we monkey shine that wood underneath it is going to be amazing.
Right.
Should I just leave it? Who out there is like, please scratch it for me. Do it. Pick it. Please do it.
Yeah, it was the little tech decks.
Yes, that's what they were called. Well, if I turn this upside down, you see my son's little tech deck from when he used to play with them. I figured he wouldn't miss it in his little kit. He had like hundreds.
Oh yeah, he was like,
Remember they came with little wrenches and stuff?
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Did I break my badonkadonk? I hate that word, badonkadonk. No, I didn't break my badonkadonk. Just my pride. Just my pride. Thank God nobody picked up the phone as I was falling.
Oh, look at that.
They would have heard a lot of F-bombs.
Look at that.
Hey, Maria, how are you? Yeah, there was a lot of swearing and cursing and hopping going on around the
What was
house.
that one?
I'm a hopper when I hurt myself.
I can hear you in the shower. All right, let's get this part down here. So if I'm doing this outside, I'll walk away, come back outside, and my piece could like be woo, ready to just get all these pieces off of. Just let the air blow through it. As it dries, this will naturally happen. Miss Petunia will release on any parts that are super glossy. Okay, guys?
See this, you can see it here as it's finishing drying on its own right there.
I just love the old look that she gives you. You never really know what.
What's
she's
for
gonna
dinner? We have meatballs for dinner.
do. Yep.
That's
You
gonna
guys
leave a
have-
mark. It already did. We're glad you like the Keller Maria. Like a bunny. Yep, like a bunny.
All right.
Like a bunny with a sailor's mouth.
Did they tell us what they had for supper?
Nope,
Are they gonna tell us?
probably.
I need some ideas. Alright. To the fun part. Oh, look at all that stuff down there. That's
Homemade
way.
Pizza with Canadian bacon, artichokes, and goat cheese.
Woohoo!
Grilled burgers.
Yeah. Funny.
Grilled burgers.
Alright, let's get the outside. Grilled burger sounds good. Oh yeah. Come here, do this. See that down there? Stuff chipping down here. Do you see that?
Yeah,
Point it over.
I am. They can see it perfectly. I am a professional
Ooh.
cameraman.
Look at that. Right there. Nice. Alright, let's see if we got it all. And then we'll bring it back. This is going to be brutal right here.
Yes.
Let's see how much we have left on, because Miss Petunia, look at that. She is just crazy. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so much fun. All right, who wants to come over and we'll just milk paint all night? Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
I need to recover from today.
We're going to paint all the stuff, Matt. Oh, I love it. All right.
All right, I'll just see you in the morning when I get
Want
up.
to keep holding that? He's doing a good job, right? Tell him, guys, at holding this.
Thanks.
Let's go ahead. All right. Again, since you're up close, you want to show them the 10 milk paint colors?
Oh, I guess I could, couldn't I?
Yeah, go for it.
Boom. Oh, let's go. We are working
You guys
with
have a favorite
Neptune
one?
right here.
Yep, that's the one we're using tonight.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
There we go. It was like